Hey, everybody, I've got a quick update for you for today. Launch is tomorrow. Well, sort of tomorrow. There are a lot of people who feel that tomorrow's not the real launch, and I can understand why they'd say that. I've probably said that a time or two. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we're all going to be playing Stadia and we're all going to be trying out these games, and it's either going to work or it's not going to work. And there are some features that we don't have access to right now, but down the road we will, and that's just going to have to be okay. But that's not what this update is about. First off, right before I hit the go live button, or go live, the record button, whatever it is that I'm doing here, I got my email. I got my email that said that my package shipped. So that means that I think it's going to be delivered tomorrow, which would be fantastic. So if that's the case, then I will be able to play on the actual hardware tomorrow. If it doesn't, not a big deal. As long as I get my code, I'll still be able to do my Destiny 2 stream tomorrow, 3 p.m. US Eastern. Make sure that you guys are here. We're going to have a lot of fun shooting at aliens or whatever it is that you shoot at in Destiny 2. I really don't know. I'm really excited for that game. I'm looking forward to it. I know that this video is probably going to get buried under all of the reviews that are no longer under embargo from all of the big outlets. And I have not watched any of those. I'm not going to watch any of those. I'm going to go in without any preconceived notions. You can be sure that if it doesn't work very well, I will say so. You can also be sure that if it works really well, I'm going to say so. I've always been pretty honest about what about what I think about stuff. If you've watched my Nintendo coverage for any length of time, you know that there's times that I praise Nintendo and there's times that I, tell Nintendo that you're doing things wrong. I put the fire under them a little bit. And I'm going to do that same exact thing here with Stadia. So anyway, that's not even why I made this video. I made this video because Android Police posted the prices for some of the games for Stadia, which I was really happy to see that. And somebody asked me, Bill, will you do a video when we get prices announced? And I said, sure, I would love to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. So let's take a look at what was posted. Here we have, this is from androidpolice.com. And I'll put a link in the thing down below so that you guys can check it out yourselves. But Stadia launch game pricing. So Assassin's Creed Odyssey comes in at $60. But if you are a Stadia Pro, which everybody tomorrow will be a Stadia Pro user, it's $30 as the Pro deal for that. And I think that that's a really good deal, 50% off. I don't anticipate that they'll all be like that all of the time. 50% off is a huge discount. I don't anticipate that that's going to happen very often. Guilt is $30. Just Dance 2020 is $50. Kine is $19.99 or $20. Mortal Kombat 11 is normally $60 on Stadia, but it's going to cost $42. I don't really get why'd they go with 42? That's such a weird thing. Red Dead Redemption 2 Launch Edition is $60. Samurai Showdown is $60, but you're supposed to get that one for free. Now, somebody might say, hold on, you're supposed to get that game for free. Yes. But in my interview with John Justice, I asked him if you can buy the games that you can get for free through the Pro subscription. And he said yes, because maybe you want to add it to your library permanently so that you don't have to remain subscribed. That's what he said. And so Samurai Showdown is $60 if you want to own it. Although I know you don't own it. Take your comment someplace else. I've heard the argument. I get it. Move on. All right. Thumper is $20. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is $59.99. Rise of the Tomb Raider is $30. Tomb Raider 2013 costs $20, but Stadia Pro deal 50% off. Final Fantasy 15 is $40. And that gives us, it looks like 25% off for Stadia Pro deal. That's $30. Now, we've got special edition games. So Assassin's Creed Odyssey Stadia Ultimate Edition costs $120 usually, 50% off, $60 for the Stadia Pro deal. Mortal Kombat 11 Premium Edition usually costs $90. Looks like that's 30% off, roughly, down to $62.99. I really don't get what is up with Mortal Kombat 11 and their weird pricing. Anyway, Red Dead Redemption 2 Special Edition is $80, and Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultimate Edition is $100. Now, the question you might ask yourself is, are these good prices? So what I did is I went to PlayStation, and I could have done this for Xbox as well, but I figured PlayStation's probably enough, and the prices are probably very, very similar on PlayStation and Xbox. And I made a little spreadsheet that we could take a look at to compare the prices of Stadia Pro, Stadia, PlayStation Network, and PS4. Okay, so Assassin's Creed Odyssey for Stadia Pro is $30. On Stadia, it costs $60. On PlayStation Network, it costs $60. So that is pretty much parity across the line. Assassin's Creed Odyssey Stadia Ultimate Edition, I couldn't find that on. I couldn't find Ultimate Edition. I found Gold Edition, but I don't really know what the difference is between those. And I gotta say, searching the PlayStation Store is such a chore. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it is an absolute chore. Very, very frustrating to try and and search through that store because all this other crap comes up. And you can filter some of it out, but it's kind of a pain. Sony, step up your game and make it easier to search. All right. Guilt is obviously not on other platforms as of yet. There are currently rumors that is not going to be an exclusive. It is going to be a timed exclusive. I don't care. I know that I've said it before. I still think that while exclusives will help, just having a game that is not available in other places is not enough. It has to be the kind of game that can only be run on Stadia in order for it to matter. And with that being said, I'm not going to have that same argument that I've had before. You can go back and watch my video on that. Maybe if I remember, I will link it right up here, but I probably will forget because that's what I do. I forget things. Just Dance 2020 is $50 on Stadia, $40 on PSN. And now I know that there's people, Google, get your stuff together. Guess what? Google doesn't set the prices. The developer does. Or the publisher does. So if you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at Ubisoft for not matching their prices across the board. I'm not sure why they would do that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Kine, $20 on Stadia Pro, $20 on PSN. And you'll note the ones that are that are some kind of deal are highlighted in blue. Mortal Kombat 11, $42 on Stadia Pro, $60 on Stadia, $60 on PSN. Pretty much across the board. That's fine. Premium edition for Mortal Kombat, same thing. Red Dead is the same. Red Dead is the same all the way across. Samurai Showdown is the same. Thumper is the same. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the same. $60 on both platforms. Now, Rise of the Tomb Raider, that costs $60 on Stadia Pro or just regular Stadia, either way. But right now, normally that costs, did I say 60? I meant to say 30. So Rise of the Tomb Raider costs $30 on Stadia. Normally, that costs $60 on PS4. And I don't think that that's a special version or anything, but it's $60. That seems crazy. However, right now, that is on sale for $9 on PSN. So if you have access to a PlayStation and you're thinking about picking up one of the Tomb Raider games, $9 for Rise of the Tomb Raider, that sounds like an absolute steal. And I'm considering buying it, although I'm probably going to pass because I won't be playing it anytime soon, and I'm sure it'll go on sale again at some point. Now, Tomb Raider 2013, normally on Stadia would cost $20, but in this case it costs $10. It's on sale for Stadia Pro subscribers, which is everybody who has Stadia. However, normally it's $20 on PS4. It's only $2 on PSN. Now, whenever you talk about, well, let me hit this last game because this is about the same company. And oh, my logo is in the way. I apologize. Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition. Here's my question. We don't currently know if the Royal Edition is the version that we're getting on Stadia. You can't get anything other than the Royal Edition anywhere else on any other platform, as far as I know. I don't think that you can. So I think that we can assume that Final Fantasy 15 is the Royal Edition on Stadia. Now, the normal price for it on Stadia is $40, and this really surprised me. The current price for Royal Edition on PSN is $50. Now, if it's not the Royal Edition, then I would say don't buy it because Square Enix is up to their old tricks. But if it is the Royal Edition, then obviously it's cheaper to buy it on Stadia, which I think is really awesome. What is interesting to me is Rise of the Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider 2013, and Final Fantasy 15, whether or not it's Royal Edition. Those are the same price or cheaper on Stadia. Now, most of the time when there's a new platform out and Square Enix ports one of their games to a new platform, they jack up the price to nobody's business. They always make their games really expensive. And their reasoning is because they don't want to lessen the value that their games have. And I can understand that. The idea that Stadia has Rise of the Tomb Raider for half the price of PS4 and Final Fantasy 15 is $10 cheaper than on PSN or PS4, that's crazy to me. Like, I don't understand that. That's really crazy. You would think that they would be the same. If I were in charge of setting prices, I would say the prices are the same no matter where you buy it, except maybe on Nintendo Switch because of the physical cartridge cost, which increases the price. But for the most part, I would set everything to be the same. So it's really odd that there's some changes here. My question to everybody watching this, and you can comment in the section down below. And then right before you comment, you know what you should do? Now that I think about it, you should probably like the video and subscribe and then click the bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. But the question I have to you is, what do you think of these prices? Do you think that these are acceptable prices? I think for the most part, everything is the same price or cheaper, with the exception of Just Dance 2020, which is $10 more. I'm curious as to what everybody thinks about that. Please let me know in the comment section down below. And I have to say, with these prices, I'm definitely going to be getting guilt. $30, that's a no-brainer without a doubt. Other games that I'm going to be getting from this price list, I'm 99% sure that I'm going to be getting Final Fantasy 15 on Stadia because $30 is too good a price to just ignore. That's a fantastic game. Now, if it's not the Royal Edition, I don't know that I'll spend the $30 on it. So only time will tell. We're waiting to find out more. And just a reminder, tomorrow, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, right here, I'm going to be streaming Stadia games. I hope that you will join me. And don't forget that we have a podcast, which you can check out. It's called Stadiacast. It comes out on Sundays. Lloyd and I record it live right here as well. And if you just like to listen to somebody while you do the dishes or whatever, that's a great way to make doing the dishes a lot less monotonous. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.